In our text, God tells us that the glory of the former house, the present house, will be greater than the glory of the former house. He begins by saying, in just a little while. Look at somebody and say, in a little while. In just a little while, he said, I will shake the heavens and the earth, and the oceans and the dry land. I will shake the nations, and treasures of those nations will be brought to this temple. In other words, God was saying, in order for you to see greater, you're going to have to allow me to shake some things up. Somebody say amen. Sometimes it seems like our lives are being turned upside down. It seems like everything that was once right is now wrong. It seems like every time I take 2 steps forward, I get knocked back 3 steps back. Anybody know what I'm talking about? But God is telling us today, in order to see greatness, in order to be able to say you ain't seen nothing yet, you're going to have to allow me to shake things up. I was doing my notes last night, and I thought I had this sermon done, finished. And I was sitting there, and y'all know I ain't one of them people to say God told me, because that's scary. But I was sitting at my desk. There was this bottle of water that I had stolen from a friend's house, sitting there. And I went and stared at the water for a little while. And I heard the Spirit tell me, go put some oil in it. So I came out here to this probably 200-year-old oil bottle that's sitting there. And I placed some oil in it. And when I placed the oil in it, it did exactly what I thought it would do. The oil rested at the top. So then God told me, now shake it up. So I shook it up. And again, it did exactly what I thought it would do. It changed the water. It changed the appearance of the water. All of the oil mixed around within the entire bottle. So I sat in the bottle right here and I was thinking, Lord, that was a waste of time. That was exactly what I thought it would do. So I finished my notes and I walked back out into the sanctuary, thinking I'm about to have an early night and go home. And I looked at the water, and everything that was mixed up after sitting for a while had rose back to the top. And the Holy Spirit began to talk to me, and he told me, this is what it looks like when I saved you. When I saved you, I placed the oil on the inside of you. You were so stirred up. You ran around wanting to witness to everybody. Everything you talked about was Jesus this and Jesus that. But after life happened to you, after you experienced some loss, after you experienced some friends turning their backs on you, after ministry didn't go the way you planned, all of the anointing just rose back to the top. All of the anointing was simply head knowledge. You walked around knowing that you were anointed, but you didn't do anything about it. You walked around knowing that I was with you, but you didn't force yourself into a room to tell somebody about it. He said, I want you to get to shake things up. It's no longer just in your head. Y'all ever get to walk around this church with this bottle? And I said, Lord, shake me up until the oil's back in my ears, where I can hear from heaven. Lord, shake me up till the oil's back in my heart, where I can feel you again. Lord, shake me up till the anointing's back in my hands, where I can do the work that you call me to do. Lord, shake me up till the oil flowing through my belly like rivers of living water. Lord, shake me up. Shake me up, Lord. You see, because as long as the oil is just head knowledge, as long as you're just walking around knowing the vision that God gave you, as long as you're just walking around with the idea that he placed into your heart, hell is winning. As long as you're not stepping out in what God is calling you to do, hell is winning. But when you allow the tragedies of this life, the disappointments, the storms that God brings to you to shake things up, the oil